What is up, everyone? It has been a long time since we filmed a video like this. There was a streak for a while where we filmed videos like this way too often.
You did.
I did, yeah. It was bad.
My first.
This is your first?
My first picture.
Today's a good day. And I mean, there's no spoiler because it's probably the title, but today we are buying a new car. Do I need a new car? Absolutely not. 0% chance. Do I want a new car? Of course, right? Here's the thing, right? I don't want to explain too much now, but I'm gonna wait till explain. There's no reason. I'll explain later.
Oh yeah.
This is universe working.
This wasn't planned.
It never is. It really never is. So stick around. You'll hear the reason why we're buying this, not just because whatever. Trailer's hooked up. We're buying it from a good friend. We got a little bit of a drive, but let's hit the road and have some fun. Late start. That'll be good.
Every road trip needs them.
Gummy bears, the road gummies.
Yup.
I don't know if I like that term. We are almost there, and oh Jesus, we have just a few moments of daylight left. Never buy a car in the dark or when it's raining. Just don't do it. It's a bad idea. We're actually buying this from one of my good friends. He sent me a bunch of photos, and he swears by the condition of it. So I don't know what to expect, but I have high hopes, high expectations. We're gonna find out. So fingers crossed. You never know. Everyone's opinion of a nice car is different, right? So that's an old ass house. Is that a house? That thing's terrifying looking. Look at it. Holy Christ. There's a lot of dead people in there.
In the middle of nowhere.
Everything around here looks haunted.
Is the camera working? Knows you will get shot.
Does he have a "you will get shot" sign? Beware of dog. Has no dogs. It's a hell of a driveway, boys. Where the hell are we? Seamus, you have these cameras. These are the most like typical like Netflix series drug lord. Are you selling drugs, Seamus? Yeah. Yeah. I didn't mention what the car was or the backstory behind it. I'll explain. It'll make sense when you see it. Usually I do all this explanation when we get a car, so people aren't just in the comments just throwing puke of comments at me, but this is my first time seeing it too, so. Is this car's not crashed?
Can we just load this one out?
Why is this one so nice? Why don't we just buy this one instead? Can we buy this one?
Talk to me nice, dude.
Isn't this one that's like triple salvage, you can't register it?
Destruction. Certificate of destruction. Yeah.
Certificate of destruction. What do they do to get a? You can't even get a rebuilt title. A certificate of destruction.
There are some people that would argue and say like, "Oh, you can get that titled," and my boy in Alabama, but that's bullshit. You can't. As a competition car, like.
I like that.
Dude, this thing was flooded for like 2 hours to the floor pan. There's not a speck of rust on anything. It's mint.
Someone.
So.
That's it?
I think someone just gave it up. I think like there was the option to take the flood salvage or whatever, and they're just like, they gave it up.
Okay, I gotta stop looking at this thing. This was contender #1, by the way. Good vehicles. Okay, here it is, guys. A 1987 RX-7 FC. Big RX-7 guy. Wow, okay, you said it was nice, but I didn't know.
I told you,
yeah,
dude.
I know.
The whole time you're like, I don't know.
But everyone's like,
let me see the paperwork.
It's like so nice, bro. And you show up and it's just like, oh, I know. And then just like, and then there'll be like rot in the windshield, like, oh, that's just a scuff, you know? There'll be a hole in the quarter. Oh, I got a guy for that. Boone, rip this thing apart right now.
Go ahead. I was hoping you'd bring Spoon.
Give me that flashlight. Give me this flashlight. Spoon.
Go on.
Talk some shit. Come on. Give me a better price. I never buy cars from friends. This is way more fun. I get to talk shit the whole time. All right, so.
No mistake about it. It's been painted.
It's been painted.
It's absolutely been painted.
Guess what the original color was?
That's what I was trying to find out.
Right here. This is the only telltale. Right there.
That showed that second hit.
Right? Yeah, the car said it was hitting the front.
Right. What's weird to me is if you look at the pan, like pull the carpet up, look at the pan, it's white. Look at the back of the firewall, it's white.
Because usually when you have a red car, that thing is red for life. You'll never get, you can't hide any of that.
No red in the tunnel. No red on the floor pans. No red on the back of the firewall. Like, no red. Wheel wells are painted. Dude. Nice. I love that.
Oh. That's cool. No red is left. But that's weird though, because it looks like it's
all looks factory.
That's OEM finish.
Did someone VIN swap this car? The car was definitely repainted, but it was
short on the outside.
Yeah, no, whoever did the paint job and the restoration killed it. Because even the paint's really
nice. So he called it a restoration, boys. Weird because it has like
OEM
that
sound deadening on top of the OEM white.
That's weird. But I wonder if it was just like, because if you check all the paperwork, it says it was red.
Now what's interesting, I did a VIN
for years, yeah,
and it says possibly red, asterisk.
I looked at the Carfax and it said red by like 4 different owners. But Vargas Brothers are building me a built rotor, right? We talked about why, all this stuff, we'll talk about more later on, but we were trying to figure out what do we put it in, right? I was really tempted to put it in something crazy, do some big YouTube build, this and that. We were actually thinking about doing an FRS or BRC. That was like #1 on the list, which is pretty funny. But then Seamus caught wind of it and offered me this chassis, talked to a bunch of friends, and I realized, I think if I'm gonna do my first big rotary build, I think it would just feel right to do it in an RX-7 chassis, right? And I didn't want to rip my FD apart just yet. I have to kind of live 2 dreams at once, right? The FC RX-7, that who doesn't love FC RX-7? They're absolutely beautiful. This was my goal before I even thought an FD was obtainable, right? Finding a clean one has never, they didn't age very well in the Northeast, let me just put it that way. To be able to experience a rotary in a chassis built for the rotary is a different experience, right?
Yeah.
I think so. I don't have to do a crazy engine swap every single time. Sometimes it's nice just to do what the universe,
what it's meant to be.
What it's meant to be. So this is one of those typical things that the universe aligned for it to happen. By universe, I mean Mr. Seamus. Can we push this thing outside before we get started?
Yeah.
Sick.
Yeah. It's got a drive shaft in it.
I gave up on FC so long ago because I looked at so many at one point and they were all trash. I was so sick of being heartbroken.
It doesn't make any sense.
This is so clean. Even though it is an 87, right, which is considered S4, which is an early model. On the outside, this car is basically converted into an S5, the late model, where it has the trim, has the bumpers. I think the mirrors are specific to the S5. Taillights.
Yep.
So it's cool because those are the parts that you're always trying to get. Cost too much money, they gotta paint match them. One of the hardest things to get on an FC is a clean black interior. This has most of it. It has the black dash, black center. It does have the gray door cards, but I don't think it really clashes too bad with the black. Electric doors have black, right? Carpet, door cards, you could paint if I really cared.
Yeah,
so.
And that's real carpet, so you can dye it.
Yeah, there's
like that modern plastic stuff, which does not take
True, we could dye the carpet, and it would actually clean it up quite a bit, so. The only downfall of the entire car is it has a sunroof. It's not that bad, but I think it wears it well.
There's some paint imperfections, but.
What's your biggest downfall so far?
Aside from this mirror.
So the mirrors,
You got some Ghana doors for it though. I'm not putting them on the 86. I'm not doing it.
Bondo cracks? Oh man, Seamus.
You got a maintenance right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I keep
250-mile radius. You tell me what you find.
That's the only thing I found.
That's it?
The little bit of a run in the clear, I think over on the C-pillar on the other side.
Oh.
Big deal. Wet sanding, can't fix that. I think all the moldings were purchased new when it was done because they're straight as an
The
arrow.
lights are really nice.
Yeah. For the $25,000 that you're paying me for this shell, I think that it's okay. I think that's a good deal.
Let's take the BRZ.
And this exhaust though, shit.
Oh, it's terrible. It's terrible. But I know you're gonna do electric flame pipe. You know.
Oh, there's some red. There's some red. I see it. There's some red. So this was an NA chassis. Did you ever see the diff in it? No. Okay. So we don't know. So okay. So here's another perk of this whole thing as we continue to talk about it. It comes with some parts. Getting an engine built, and it's actually an S5 FC engine that's getting built, but we don't have anything else. Luckily, well, Seamus has just about everything else, which is pretty cool. So. It worked out. It worked out a little too well. It's a good surprise, right?
Yeah.
This whole thing is just working out way better than anticipated.
Maybe 30,000 is a better. That's an FC turbotrans, and the difference is It's got a push type clutch instead of the FD, which has a pull type.
Love that.
And it has a cross member, not a power plant frame. So the FC had a standard cross member.
That's cool. Makes it a lot easier for swaps.
Yeah, yeah.
But we're not gonna swap this one. Don't put LS's in it and RX stop.
No need.
And make Corvettes for that, all right? Chill.
Pour some fluid down the shift rod. The shift rod's a little seized up, but the input shaft is perfectly fine. Bro, what are you talking about? You got a shop, my guy.
Screwing me, dude.
Handmade manifold for my guy right here. Merry Christmas. Be good for trash.
Is this all RXM parts or no?
Yeah, this is all you.
Jesus Christ. All right, okay, then we came with an empty bed.
Should have brought that 2 car though, that FRS.
I don't need that thing. That's a. You need that thing? Spoon needs that.
I'm trying to put a K-swap in it.
Fucking A.
Oh, Seamus. Come on.
You know what's sick? I'm gonna have a white FC and a yellow FD. I'll be Red Sun's Jim. We'll be the whole team. You could drive one and we'll just. Alright, if you guys saw the last video, I tore DJ up because he borrowed my trailer and it came back with a missing ramp. We just pulled us in the trailer and the fucking ramp is in it. Was it just like all the way up the rail? We walked over, Spoon goes, well, where'd the ramp come from? That's spooky. Because we're in this haunted ass town, Seamus. DJ, I owe you an apology. I am sorry for accusing you of losing my ramp. I still think you're a dumbass and I love you, but that's nuts. I used a trailer this morning to pick your car up off the highway. The ramp wasn't there.
No.
Casualties. Oaks Garage and French team. Once again, now we can really get under this thing. Seamus!
There's all the red.
I'm kidding, imagine. It doesn't look like it's been hit in the front.
Like, I just put the whatever. We're at 5.
Okay, so the car is clean. It's really good, and it doesn't just look clean for the camera. It's easy for a white car to look clean on camera. Engine bay paint, we'll probably have to redo that. Every time there's a car gets full sprayed, they always get to the engine bay, and you can tell they just. This whole build makes too much sense. Everything we were missing in terms of drivetrain wise, like the accessories, engine brake, trans, stuff like that, we got with the car. Boom, win-win. Kind of experienced the whole rotary deal without having to actually rewrite the entire game, which, you know, I wasn't against. You know, engine swaps are kind of my thing. I like doing it, but it'd be kind of fun to just like live the full experience. I don't know. I'm weird. I just like, I get too much FOMO with cars. Just want to experience it all.
And this is the right way to experience.
This is the right way to experience and a beautiful, beautiful FC. And it's like cool because it's like a fake S5, and so like I don't feel as like too bad about kind of ripping into it and stuff like that. Like it's good for what it is, but it's not too perfect. Exactly. Like my FD, it's too perfect. And you're like, oh fuck, you know, don't want to touch that thing. Just good car. Let's get this thing back to the shop, unload it, and
see what the boys think.
See what the boys think. There we go. You guys found the ramp. Yeah. Where was it? Did you put it back in there? No. Yeah, that's true. That wouldn't make any sense. Happened in the time of this afternoon and going to Seamus' house.
So I'm not the culprit.
Pushed forward super far.
That's what I said. That's what I said. You're like, no, it can't go that far in. Mike G's a big dude, you know what I mean? So wait, where's the ramp?
In it. We were about to load the car up, and then Spoon was like, "Where'd the ramp come from?" And it was just right there.
So how is the deck peeled up then?
You tell me.
I don't know. At least the ramp's not going. That's sick.
I love it. I think it's hilarious.
So I'll just tack a few little welds on, put it down.
Bing, bang, boom.
It'd be great. What'd you buy? Another car, James? I didn't lose the ramp. That's sick. You don't see him in white, I feel like, a lot.
Run it to the right. Other right. Your right, not my right. Here it goes. Looks great in the lighting. That's good. Usually cars look worse when you put them in brighter light.
Oh, Seamus, I need my money back.
Damn, this is very, very bright. Very bright white.
Damn, are these stock mirrors?
Yeah. They look like melted Ganondorfs, right? Look at it. It does look it does. It looks like Ganondorfs someone left in the sun for too long.
You put them in the microwave for 2 minutes.
Exactly. Cool car.
Very sick, especially in white. What is painted, right? Someone painted the car white?
Yeah, it used to be red.
Very good paint job.
It's questionable.
Questionable that it was once red.
Yeah.
I'm convinced that thing's firewall swap because there is not a lick of red on this thing. It's weird. Like even like underneath the carpet, there's nothing. So
how does one hide red?
He's gonna be digging for a while. There's some red bracketry, but that's about it.
Red horns.
Red horns, he says.
I like to think that it was never red, though.
I'm gonna tell myself it was never red. Originally white. Yes.
Nice work, James. Finally on FC.
I actually met you because I went to go buy an FC.
Oh shit! Yeah.
I forgot he had that.
Yeah, it's wild. I should have bought that. Now that I think about.
Yeah. There's a list of cars I think we all should have bought that, right? That was one of them.
Hate the car. That's crazy. This is cool.
Good shifter, huh? It looks so 80s, it's crazy.
Yeah, leather dash.
I don't know if that's leather.
That's leather.
It literally is leather. What the hell? I don't think it's leather dashes. Or is it wrapped?
Stitched, leather stitch.
Very fancy, Donnie. What's the cluster say for miles?
137.
Not the cluster for this car. Carfax said 207. You can drive an FC 210,000 miles. It's impressive.
Pretty good car.
Good car. All right, so we have an FC RX-7. Pretty crazy. The JZX 110 doesn't count. It doesn't count.
No, that doesn't count. That was a gift.
That was a gift. I'm excited for this one. This was kind of a, not a last second decision, but it all kind of came together a lot faster than I thought it would. I'm super grateful for it. Huge shout out to Seamus for passing this awesome car on to me. And I couldn't be more grateful and more excited. We have a lot to dig into. We still have a lot to see. We have to put together a game plan of exactly what we want to address first so we can be the most efficient when putting this car together, because we have only looked at it from really the outside and a quick look all around. So we have a lot of digging to do. A lot to see. We have a lot of parts that we skimmed through real quick, but we don't really know what we have, so we're gonna go through all of that and see what we have to order up first so we can get this show on the road, because I'm excited to get right to work on this thing. So cool, now we have something when we're waiting for parts for the A6 we get to play with. Perfect, right? For now, we gotta end it, so I hope you guys are excited for this build. I know I am quite excited for it. So for now, you guys know the deal. Like, comment, subscribe. See you for more content. We'll see you guys very shortly.